Hey friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt, and yeah, it's been a hot minute. Wow, pretty much nearly a month to be honest. And so we're back. It's the 25th, well, it's the 24th, but obviously tomorrow, the 25th, is the big anniversary update. So we'll be looking at that then. As you can see, what have I been up to in the last month? Not a lot. I've had a very nice break from the game. Not had a complete break. I've been doing the bare minimum. As you can see, I got the Modok uniform from the Ant-Man Quantumania update. I didn't get Farmer Thanos. Didn't really feel it was worth it for me. I did get the Harley Quinn Sharon Rogers though, just because I really like the look of it, to be honest, and the fact that it was 50% off. I thought, yeah, why not? And I didn't get her last armor, the Light Sirius. I'm expecting to see Luna White Fox Crescent tomorrow. It's kind of weird that we haven't had any sneak peeks with regards to the update. They're playing this one very close to their chest. We've had all the pre-update events happening. Everything has gone on. We've had the event where you get the free, as you can see, the free Mega Tier 2, which I got. I also managed to get myself a Mighty Energy from Null the other day, which was very nice. I got that actually the day that the Sharon Rogers update dropped, so it was almost as if the game was telling me to put it on her. I've refrained for now though, because I thought I would wait and see what this update does drop in case we get something special or something secret. Haven't had any new premium cards, so we're just playing along with the same 5. Still reluctant to re-roll those crafted cards because we got the 25% pierce, and trying to roll for special stats is going to be painful. I know, I've been watching a lot of beast mode videos lately, and I know he's had real struggles with that, so yeah, I'm not keen to jump into that. But as you can see, we've been doing the bare minimum of the last month, so we haven't got much to open up here in terms of fragments, and that's because just the game has been kind of stale, but it's nice to have a break. Now I know obviously the bigger channels like your Cynic Alex and Beast Mode, they can't do that because they've got a big following and they have to put out the content whether they're sick of the game or not, and I kind of feel bad for them, because for me, just doing the bare minimum, coming in for like 40 minutes doing very little. I haven't really even been doing story mode that much, as you can see. I pretty much just left it overnight running dispatch missions to get my dispatch level up, and that's been about all I've been spending my energy on really. But it has been nice just to not worry about the game, not to think too much into it. You know, so much other stuff is going on, life is too short, and yeah, there's no point worrying about the game. I think a lot of us know, and especially after seeing this year's developer notice, it was very vague. They didn't put too much out there. It sounds promising on paper, in theory. You know, a new PvP mode which is going to be less restrictive. That sounds great. They talk about new characters, but there's no poll asking who we want. So I don't know if that means they're going to be backdating and going with the likes of, you know, Polaris, Omega Red, etc. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And then they do talk about a new world boss. I'm guessing that it's similar to last time where they brought out Gore in Legendary Battle for Thor Love and Thunder, and then they gave it to us just with the difficulty spiked for World Boss Legend. I'm guessing we're going to get something similar, but with Kang. Although it can be understandable why Marvel is saying, hey, don't be advertising Kang and promoting him too much at the moment, given the current unfortunate situation, which I'm not going to comment on because I don't know the truth. We'll wait until the court case happens, and then we'll be able to say, you know, what actually did or didn't happen with Jonathan Majors. But I can imagine that is why he's not been front and centre of a lot of advertising of late, and probably why they held off on rushing Quantumania to Disney Plus as well. But anyway, I digress. That's just going off on a tangent there. But I'm guessing that's why we haven't had too much. But I do think that that's most likely going to be the next world boss is Kang. In terms of the actual update, since we've had Sharon Rogers a week early, even though we haven't had any sneak peeks or anything, and I don't know if we're just going to get a cold drop of the update notes tomorrow, which is just going to be like, here's the update, happy anniversary, here's all your gifts, and a bunch of events to come, and then the actual update in terms of new uniforms is going to come like in a few days time, or they're just going to tell us and just surprise us tomorrow. But I think, like a lot of people, I am expecting to see the OCs all getting an update. So I know that I've spoken before, and I know Cynic Alex has as well, about Danny Koo, the artist for Marvel, who does Marvel Future Fight, and he does the original characters. I know he did the Warriors of the Sky update with the Moon Temple Defenders, and he's done a lot of the previous ones, and I believe he calls it Team Claws, which is Crescent, Luna, Aero, White Fox and Sharon Rogers. Obviously we've just had Sharon Rogers, so possibly expecting a Luna tier 4. We shall see. Like I say, we don't really know, and we can't know because they haven't given us any information. But in a way, it'll be nice to be surprised. Hopefully anything that we get is better than nothing. So yeah, I'm trying to be positive for once on this one. I'm trying not to let any pessimism get in the way, and just, you know, go in expecting nothing. So anything we do get is just a nice surprise on top. It's a shame, although the tier 3 selector is really nice, and I know that they've increased it from what it originally was, so that there's a few more characters in there now. But it's a shame that there's no option for people who have all the tier 3 characters to, like, maybe choose, I don't know, maybe even just something like 500 Soul of the Faltine or some tier 4 materials. That would be really cool. But I guess it is what it is. Will we see in the coming year a new method for gaining those tier 4 fragments? Now that we've got, what, 20 tier 4s in the game? Something like that. It would be kind of nice for us to see, like, more ways. I know it was the big new thing obviously for last year, but now we're coming up to nearly halfway through 2023. It would be nice to see it become more easily available, especially for newer players. If you want to get newer players involved in the game, that's going to be the way to do it, is to make it accessible, rather than just milking the few whales who are keeping the game afloat. Unless they don't want new people coming in and bringing new money to the game. I don't know, we can't really tell. And I am not one to be going into deep dives into earnings calls, etc., to see whether or not the game is making more or less money. I'll leave that to the Cynic Alexes. That's not what I'm here for. What I am here for is to hopefully get some decent materials. I'm actually not too bothered about tier 3. I know it's kind of like cliche to say, but when you've been playing the game for a while, even if you're not a high spender or, you know, a big whale, even if you're just a low VIP like me, someone who just occasionally buys Stark, and I haven't bought a Stark stash in a couple of months now, I've just been saving crystals for the anniversary. But yeah, tier 3 materials has got to a point where there's so few characters being tier 3'd or transcended because they went ahead and rushed to tier 4s. I don't need to worry about tier 3 materials. I'm using them to get characters from level, you know, 60 to 70 or 70 to 80, using the EOD and TCP for that, because I just don't need to worry about it anymore. I can't even remember the last time I ran out of Essence of Dimension or Titan component packs. It's been that long. And CCF again, even less so, because we get it in such high frequency now. So to see the dichotomy between the extent... Ooh, hey, that's nice. Okay, that kind of makes it worth it. We haven't got much because we didn't have many fragments to combine, but yeah, I shall definitely take a stage 6. That is very nice. And that's it. But yeah, the dichotomy between tier 3 materials and tier 4 materials is so stark that hopefully we'll start to see some equaling out. But yeah, as you can see, I've got so many materials now, and there are just no characters coming to the game, and yeah, I'm kind of just stuck with a lot of stuff I don't know what to do with. Like you can see here, got so many thousand EOD and TCP, not as much as some of the bigger whales, but even for me, it's more than enough, because as you can see, I've got so many characters transcended, tier 3'd, that I literally just have nowhere else. I think pretty much the only person I'm probably going to upgrade in the near future is going to be Crescent, because I'm expecting her to get something in the update, potentially. But apart from that, there is no one left for me to really transcend or tier 3, which is crazy. I was kind of half asleep the other day and I actually got a shield archive reward, which I didn't notice, and it was a Titan record. I accidentally clicked collect it. Unfortunately, I can't acquire it because I've already got the maximum 10, but it's been so long since we've had speed tier 3s that I didn't already have that I just have no use for them. So, because it was a bit of a short one on the story fragments, let's do some artifacts as well. Let's see if I can get any luck with these. Like I say, I'm expecting there's not going to be any new characters. It's just going to be, like I say, Crescent, Luna, Aero, White Fox, potentially, question mark. So unless there's an event that happens, and I'm going to look really stupid if they do an event where it's like, you know, 25 or 50% off to roll these. Ooh, a 3-star Caecilius, great. But yeah, unless there's an event like that during the anniversary, I figured I might as well just spend these now. I've been saving up for a while, got 20,000. Okay, we got a 4-star. It's an Angela, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. It's better than nothing. And I'm sure it will really help Angela and Caecilius in those Shadowlands. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. If I was playing Shadowland, I'm sure it would help them. But I can't even tell you the last time I did. I was keeping an eye out when the developer note came through for the 8-year anniversary to see if they would be doing something with Shadowland. Because if they were going to reset the rewards, I would actually, because I haven't pushed since I got to like level 85, like, I don't know, a good 2 years ago. Oh, another, it must be Angela Day today, because that's the second one we've got. That's a bit strange, but there you go. But yeah, I was hoping that they might do something with Shadowland, but alas, there was no word on that. So I guess that I've got enough characters now between tier 4, tier 3 transcended to push all the way to 135, but it's just a time effort, really. If Autoplay Plus was available for all characters, and it's been so long, it could very well be. Let me know in the comments if it is for everyone, or if it's just for high VIPs. I can't remember anymore. But if I could just leave it overnight, like I do with Dispatch Mission. Hey, Magneto, one I actually do need. That's helpful. It's only 3-star, but we shall take it. It's better than a generic 3-star, which I think I've got just a generic 3-star artifact on him. So at least we have his passive from it. So that is very nice. I shall take that. As you can see, I don't auto dismantle because I like to know roughly how much I'm spending. So once I get through this and I put the new artifacts on. Oh, and one for magic too. If I remember, hers is pretty good, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, because I like to know how much I'm spending so I don't auto dismantle. So I'll go ahead and break them all down later. I won't show that all now. If I get something, then I'll let you guys know tomorrow when I do the anniversary video. But as for now, we have one more roll, and there we go. Okay, so we didn't do too bad actually. Even though we didn't get anything with our story fragments, we managed to get, well, you can see here, we managed to get a good 800 artifacts, mostly level 1s, obviously, as you would expect, but we did get a few 3-star, and we got a few actual ones. So you can see there, 2 Angelas. Sadly, I think the 3-star one is her correct affinity, and then we got Magic, Magneto, and Caecilius. I think I've already got Caecilius, but we'll have a look. So let's jump in and let's have a look and see if we can find them. Which is the thing, when you've got so many transcended characters now and they're all got the purple backgrounds, they kind of blend in with one another. What even is he? No, he's not a mutant. Mutants are at the front. There he is. Blast. Yeah, we've already got him. And he's Justice. And he's meant to be Cruelty. So yeah, no point changing that one. We will just use that as fodder. But we did get Magneto, and even though it's not destruction, obviously we do get that passive, so it's much better for us, so we shall take that over. Hopefully in the future we'll get a better one for him, or the correct affinity, so we can roll them together, combine them, but at least we get those +2, so that's always nice as well whenever you change over, if you don't unequip, because what's the point in wasting crystals unequipping just some random it's like spending crystals to unequip an obelisk for a CTP, just not worth it. Now magic, so let's put her on, and yes, that was it. She gets guard break and the HP doesn't drop below 1, so she has the null passive with this one, so that's definitely worth it. You can see I still have her at tier 1 despite having 4 mega tier 2s, and that's actually because I'm just still hoping to get her bios. You can see I've very nearly finished. I've got a few of them. She's on 2 on 20, 2 on 19, so I'm very close to having finished her. So I'm just too tight, and I was kind of hoping to you know, get lucky with one of the boxes, get 10 bios and have her finish that way. Would be nice. And then that finally leaves Angela. So you can see we've got 2. Sadly the 3-star one was the correct affinity, the order, but as you can see from the passive, the difference between a 4-star that's the wrong affinity, she gets 15% increase of all attacks, and 3-star she only gets 10%, so it's not worth putting on the 3-star just for the correct affinity. So we'll give her the 4, and there we go. So that's everything. Like I say, it's been nice to have a break. I've really enjoyed spending less time on the game, but I'm back now feeling fresh and hopefully excited for tomorrow's drop of the anniversary. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.
We await your return, warrior.